Good Monday morning, everyone. My name is Billy Parker, and I'm president of MCE Providers of North Texas.
And I'm Paul Peebles, national underwriter with Old Capital Lending. Billy, can you believe this beautiful spring-like weather here in February? Isn't it great?
Oh, it is great, Paul. It's really incredible, needless to say, because remember, it's a big-time difference from when we had ice falling off of the people down watching the Super Bowl at Cowboys Stadium this time last year.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It's a big change. So, Billy, as you know, at least from our vantage point, the warmer weather sometimes brings out earlier buyers of homes. So if you could lead us off, how are the interest rates going these days?
Well, they're going great. But first of all, I want to thank Patty Dickerson and all the agents who attended the legal update and ethics class last week at the Ellis Hill Association of Realtors. It was a great class, and I look forward to going back. Well, Paul, according to the latest weekly mortgage rate survey released by Freddie Mac last week, it showed that fixed-rate mortgages were moving off their at or near record lows for the first time in 3 weeks, amid recent data showing that the housing market continues to improve. Specifically, the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 3.95%, the 15-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 3.19%, and the popular 5-year adjustable rate mortgage averaged 2.80%. That comes with a 1% discount point. Now, Paul, to give you a little perspective of how rates are and how they compare to a year ago, last year at this time, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage was at 4.95%, the 15-year was at 4.22%, and the 5-year adjustable mortgage rate was at 2.80%. Paul, as you know, with virtually all purchase transactions that require a down payment, there are some restrictions and regulations that our borrowers need to know about, and I know you've got some information concerning that in the Underwriter's Corner today.
Sure. One of the things I want to talk about is down payments. So typically when you buy a house, you need to have a down payment. The bank wants to know the source of where that down payment is coming from. So some sources are acceptable and some sources are not acceptable. So I want to kind of handle that today.
Okay.
Things that are acceptable is like money comes out of your checking and savings account that has some seasoning to it, like 30 or 60 days it's been in the account. Or money you can borrow from your own 401k, that's okay. If you have stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, that's okay. U.S. savings bonds, if you have those are okay. If you sold a rental property and you had 1031 exchange money coming into your new one, we can use the exchange money comes in. If you own your own business and you have business funds, we can use that too. So things are not acceptable. So other sources of unacceptable money is that if you want to borrow money off your credit cards, can't do that. Or if you want to borrow money from your parents. You can borrow money, but it has to be in the form of a gift. So your parents have to give you a gift. So that's a big thing too. So it also shows you can't borrow money or get gift money from the seller. So that's not an acceptable form of a down payment. And other things like if you want to borrow money off the title of your car, you can't do that either. So those are some of the things that are acceptable and not acceptable. But if you have any questions, make sure you call myself, Paul Peebles. But Billy, tell me a little thing about what's going on with the real estate report. How are some of the properties selling these days?
Well, Paul, that's a good question. And this week our spotlight cities are Grapevine and in Trophy Club. And in January in Grapevine, there were 33 homes that were sold. The average sales price was $236,861, and we were looking at 92 days on market. Now, in the last 7 days, there were 10 homes that were listed and 6 homes that were sold. Now, moving over to Trophy Club in January, there were 9 homes that were sold, and the average sales price was $295,112, and we were looking at 115 days on market. Now, in the last 7 days, there were 6 homes that were listed and 3 homes that were sold. So for the current active listings in Grapevine, we have 117, and over in Trophy Club, we currently have 107 active listings. Well, that does it for this week, folks. We do appreciate your comments, all your feedback, and we'll see you the next time.
Thank you.